The Apple Supplier Code of Conduct. Our Supplier Code of Conduct outlines our high standards for creating safer working conditions, treating workers fairly, and using environmentally responsible practices. It's one of the strictest in our industry and often requires practices above and beyond local law. To comply with the Code of Conduct, all suppliers must meet the stringent requirements in our supplier responsibility standards. This document details the standards that we expect our suppliers to meet, regardless of local laws, company policies, cultural norms, and business practices around the world. In recent years, we have made significant improvements to our code of conduct to better protect the employees of our suppliers. For example, regarding discrimination, Apple suppliers shall not discriminate against any worker based on age, disability, ethnicity, gender, marital status, national origin, political affiliation, race, religion, sexual orientation, gender identity, union membership, or any other status protected by country law in hiring and other employment practices. With gender identity being the focus of many worldwide discussions, Apple has added it as another form of discrimination that we will not tolerate from our suppliers. In addition to helping workers avoid corrupt hiring practices, we've partnered with the International Organization for Migration, or IOM, to create a program that educates workers before they leave home. They cover a range of topics, including workers' rights and responsibilities, contract terms, the culture of their new country of employment, and how to report illegal practices and abuse. Because we want to improve the lives of as many people as we can, we share this content with other companies and suppliers as well. Regarding excessive working hours, in the past, Apple has had issues with workers being forced to work in the excess of 70 hours or more. To prevent these practices in the future, we have mandated that a regular work week shall not exceed 48 hours. If overtime is offered, the hours worked should not extend further than 60 hours a week, with a mandatory day of rest once every 7 days. But simply setting boundaries doesn't resolve this problem. With the help of a work hour tracking tool and weekly reporting, we've been able to work with suppliers and the business partners who own those relationships to make changes in real time. In 2015, this system allowed us to achieve 97% compliance across all work weeks, with full-time employee hours ranging 55 hours per week. In the matters regarding child labor, Apple has discovered multiple cases of child labor in our supply chains in previous years, including one Chinese company that once employed 74 children under the age of 16, whose contract with our company was subsequently terminated. You see, we believe that childhood should not be spent in a factory and do not tolerate underage labor in our supply chain. Therefore, if we find underage workers in our suppliers' factories, we make the suppliers return the children to their homes, pay for their education at a school of their family's choice, and continue to provide income for basic needs until they reach the legal working age. We also enlist a third party organization to monitor the children's progress and report back to us. After they complete their education, suppliers must offer them reemployment. Unfortunately, via the company's audits of 2015, we still found 3 cases of underage labor, and we'll continue to look for it. Finally, every audit we perform is an opportunity to improve. In addition to supplying previous supplier standards, suppliers will now permit Apple and/or a third party designated by us to periodically evaluate their facilities and operations, those of their subcontractors and next tier suppliers that are providing goods or services to Apple. Furthermore, we've developed a 4-stage process to help our suppliers comply with our revised code of conduct. Audit prioritization is the first stage. We use a risk-based approach to decide which suppliers to audit. We consider issues like the social environment, health and safety, and business risk of the facility. Then we prioritize audits based on geographic risk, commodity risk, planned spending, and previous audit performance. Stage 2, on-site audit. Every audit is led by Apple and supported by local third-party experts who have been trained on our auditing protocols. Together, we interview workers, review hundreds of payroll documents, physically access the health and safety conditions of the facilities, and inspect environmental conditions inside and out. Each facility is graded on more than 500 data points corresponding to the code of conduct. Stage 3, addressing issues. Non-compliant suppliers must submit a corrective action plan within 2 weeks of the audit, outline how they will fix the problems that we found. Our team of verification specialists then will work with the suppliers, checking in with them at 30, 60, and 90-day intervals to make sure that they're on track for improvement. Any delayed progress is escalated to senior management. Stage 4, verifying improvement. After 120 days, third-party auditors visit the facility to confirm that everything is in the original corrective action plan was implemented according to our standards. If not, we schedule a second verification audit within 30 days. You see, by working with our suppliers, instead of only policing them, we have improved their compliance significantly. And we will work together to make sure that the compliance, the suppliers, and the safety of the workers are all taken into consideration in our business relationship. Thank you.